Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians tried to escape the horrors of the mists. Devastated by the loss of her only connection to her friends on Earth, Dell took Jack Magnum and Rumpleforeskin to find the final battle and see what she could discover without the boys. New Rogue put a magic collar on Medusa Nemesis, but when it had no effect on the Gorgon's curse, they engaged in their longest argument yet before New Rogue got tired and gave up. Meanwhile, Tyler took over negotiations with Melisandre, the monster inhabiting Shadow Nemesis' body, who wants to team up to kill Shadow Nemesis. Will Dell survive the final battle without the boys, and will they solve Shadow Nemesis' body problem without her? I doubt it.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Jesters of Ravenloft. We are here. Tyler, I'm sure, is popping in. Dell, I can see a chair. She'll be back in a moment, I'm sure. But we are all here and very excited to be back. There's Dell for Jesters of Ravenloft. It was a contentious previous week on air, but not between us as people. We all actually get along and are having a great time. We are thrilled to be back. Before we dive in, for anybody who's just joining us now, or maybe is only season 2, I will do a quick recap of the show up to this point. Our story began with 3 comedians and their stage manager being sucked into Ravenloft, the Dungeons and Dragons horror realm. They discovered they'd been summoned accidentally by Ezra, the god of the mists, and now they needed to defeat Dark Lords and take their place to be able to set Ezra free and return home. During their time in Ravenloft, they trained in traditional D&D classes and gained new powers and new curses because it's Ravenloft. Tyler has become a blade singer, a wizard who can kick your butt, though he'll pass out if he receives even a single solid hit. A glass hammer, if you will. He also now has green skin, horns on his forehead, has a removable pinky, and can hear the voice of Ezra inside his skull. He's also befriended his very chill familiar Ivan, who helps out whenever he can. Dell has become a visual bard. She blends her artistic talents and magic by using the reality blade, a weapon that lets her carve what she sees into the very fabric of reality around her. She can also summon and speak to ghosts. There's always an invisible wind flowing through her hair, and she's got reflective eyes like a dog catching light in the night at all times. She has befriended Rumpleforeskin, a skeleton horse with fire in its heart named by Chat, who has joined the party in a quest to find their herd. Additionally, Dell has started dating a succubus from literal hell named Lucretia Sanguine, who looks like super goth Rihanna with wings and horns, and because of this, Dell has multi-classed into Warlock. Guy Bradford unfortunately died. However, his body was brought back to life with no memories whatsoever. This new guy-like being has named himself New Rogue and become a cleric, dedicating himself to the god Ezra, who he believes is majestic and kind and good, no matter what evidence is presented to him otherwise. He has spectral ghost limbs from his hands to his elbows and from his knees to his feet, along with his eyes, which glow blue and kill anything they touch, except for Jack Magnum, a goat that was given to him by the mists. He loves that goat very much, perhaps too much. Lastly, there is Adam, who became Shadow Nemesis. After a complete breakdown and discovering he has multiple personalities, Adam embraced the most evil one and has become a Saturday morning cartoon villain. He is trained as a barbarian on the path of the giant, so his limitless anger now makes him even bigger and stronger. He also gained a symbiote that lives inside him, which he named Shadow Master, who feeds on people's brains or by wasting people's time, and Shadow Nemesis really leaned into the brain eating. He gained the loyalty of a squire, as he claimed the title of the villainous Black Knight, but abused the little psycho so much that the evil Dr. Deputy now works for Dell, who renamed him Dr. Deputy Extreme. Our heroes defeated their first Dark Lord, and Shadow Nemesis struck the final blow, so he took the title. Then the realm transformed into his own personal hell, so they moved on to the second realm. New Rogue became the Dark Lord there, barely beating out Shadow Nemesis, who wanted a second crown, and then they found themselves in this, the third realm within Ravenloft that they have traveled to. They've discovered it's a bit of a Groundhog Day scenario. Every time they die, the day restarts. However, it's begun to start a little bit later, the more that they have died as time has gone on. They have collected a series of magical artifacts along the way, the icon of Ravenloft, the talisman of ultimate evil. They collected the Reaper's Scream, and funny fourth thing that I know they collected, I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now. They've been making their way forwards, knowing that there is the final battle going on. An evil villain known as the Grave Walker is facing off with Prince Auric Bright Eyes, and the rest of the people, the innocent gnomes that are around who have been assisting. Our heroes have been side questing, and unfortunately, over the course of their side quests, things have gotten complicated. Shadow Nemesis ended up inside the body of a Medusa, as he told everyone, technically a Gorgon, But due to the way things went down during a ghost possession that happened at the end of the day before it restarted, apparently Melisandre, Queen of the Deeps, the Medusa in question, now has his body and is still in charge of the orc gang inside the deep caves. Only she has become aware, because she has Shadow Master, his symbiote, of the looping day. And she wants out. So she is trying to convince the group to allow her to kill Adam. Shadow Nemesis specifically, but Adam's body, to take his place, questing forward with the rest of the gang on Ezra's behalf. Due to Adam as a Gorgon, Shadow Nemesis attacking Dell's phone, trying to grab it, and destroying the phone, and Dell was shattered, and she was ready to try to fix it, and then a goat got thrown to her, so she dropped the phone and it was destroyed. She climbed onto Rumpleforeskin, took Jack Magnum, and rode off, determined to go to the final battle by herself, while the rest of the gang moved forwards, trying to deal with the Shadow Nemesis, or now Medusa Nemesis, body situation. They have been told, or at least Tyler has been told, that if he shows up with New Rogue and Medusa Nemesis with his body trapped inside a magical doll that they could trap people inside of, because the doll switches bodies if you prick somebody with the doll's needle. Tyler has the doll. This all made sense if you were here several seasons ago. So hopefully, see that far into season 2. If he shows up with an active doll, then there will be negotiations. If he shows up with an active Gorgon, the fight is on. That is where we left things, with the party split, the Bard heading into a final battle solo, and everyone else dealing with Shadow Nemesis. Okay. We've had some things come in from our fabulous friends in the mists, so I'm just going to make a quick note of these.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's rarely good.
Wait, so where we left off from last time was, I remember Dell ran away, left.
I ran away. I did
ran away.
Left heroically.
She heroically fled where everyone else was.
Yeah, and Adam and I fought for a long time.
You put an anti-magic collar on
That's right.
Medusa Nemesis.
That's right.
He wanted you to take it off. You didn't know how to do that because the only person who knew how to do that was Dell, and she's not here.
Yeah.
Then you wanted him to put on a mask. He refused to put on a mask.
Right.
Then he said it was safe to look at him because he had sunglasses. You guys successfully used Tyler's familiar Ivan, who died twice, turning into stone and shattering on the ground whenever he was looking at Medusa Nemesis's eyes. Right. And then you actually just got tired of arguing with them and gave up.
Yeah, I tapped out. Okay.
Yeah, you tapped out, and then you were not sure about how to negotiate with Melisandre when her voice was in your head, but you also really struggled to know who that was.
Mm-hmm. That was such a funny bit, dude.
I don't know her.
Yeah. You don't know her.
No.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Wanted to make a day elf, but you couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Did Tyler tell me about the conversation? I forget. Or no. No,
the conversation ended and you all set off, but you have not. You heard most of the details about her wanting to not necessarily take over your body, but just that she was trying to make a deal, because New Rogue told you that, but I don't think Tyler caught you up on his extended conversation.
Okay.
New Rogue gave you the Lord of the Rings theatrical cut, and Tyler could or could not give you the extended Lord of the Rings cut that you can get after it's out of theaters.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Sounds good.
Coming soon, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
More than 20 years ago. Holy crap.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
55 years ago. This very night.
It's been 400 years.
I remember seeing The Phantom Menace in theaters in 99.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Me 3.
I was in the back going, what is this? Star Trek? What?
This isn't Deep Space Nine.
And with that, it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. The party has been split. Dell riding ahead with Jack Magnum upon Rumpleforeskin, hurrying towards the final battle. And a ways behind her, 3 boys, striding forwards, all of them seemingly pretty angry. Tyler, the forced dad of the situation, as everyone turns to him for authority, even though he does not want it. Tyler, you finished your conversation with Melisandre, Queen of the Deeps. You did say you would report back to Medusa Nemesis, who undoubtedly is curious. Are you going to do so? What do you tell him you just talked about when you stepped away from the others?
Yeah, I'll return to the group and say, well, that was Melisandre. She's the Gorgon who used to inhabit that body there, Shadow Nemesis. I point to the floor where I can see Shadow Nemesis standing. I'm just looking down at the ground.
You can look at my feet, just don't look at my eyes, right, new rogue?
Yep. I know. She covered that with me, so we all covered that.
Too. Yeah.
You learned it in university. I know. You said that a couple times.
Mm-hmm. You have teeth, Scarborough.
She has Shadow Master's knowledge. Everything that Shadow Master has experienced with you, Shadow Nemesis, she has now been shared with her, which means she knows she's reliving the same day over and over and over again. I think Shadow Master is really scared. I think Shadow Master is scared of being stuck in a loop, the burden of knowledge that this day resets, and that if he doesn't hitch a ride with someone who can traverse these realms, then he's stuck here forever and he knows it. And I think he's mad at you. I don't think he took the separation very well, because he and Melisandre both basically want to kill you and take your place in our group.
Wait, what? Hold on a second. Why is he mad at me? Melisandre's the one that turned me to stone and killed both of us.
Well, how do you feel? How do you feel right now, not having him with you? You haven't really complained about it or anything. I'm assuming you feel all right.
I mean, I kind of miss my cool Spider-Man powers and, my fun fangs. Let's just say I've grown detached to the little guy. It'd be nice to get him back.
I think that would be important to share with him when we see them, because it seems like he's pretty hurt by being away from you.
Well, let me talk to him.
I mean, you can if you want. I don't know if they'll answer the call on the sending stone, but I'm still holding the sending stone, I guess. And I say, this is New Rogue's. New Rogue, can he borrow this to make a call?
Yeah, okay, but he has to. I'm just going to tell him. I'm gonna shuffle over to your shadow, looking down at the ground. I'm gonna be like, you have to treat him better than you treated DDX, though. Otherwise, it's not going to work. All right.
Look, that little goblin's another story. Shadow Master and myself are like Watson and Holmes.
Just say you're going to treat him better, and then I'll let you use the stone.
I treat, just by default, I treat Shadow Master.
All right, not using the stone.
I will treat him better. I'll treat him better. Let me talk to him. Good Lord.
Okay, fine.
The art of conversation. I got to work in a story here. I can't just say yes or no.
Okay.
All right.
Before you call, you should know that as it stands, the only way that we'll be able to speak peacefully is if you show up in the doll body, Shadow Nemesis.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Listen, look, I'll try giving Shadow Master an old talk to, but if that falls through, I got a dilly of a plan.
Go in the
So
doll.
does Shadow Master.
Yeah.
No, we're not going in the doll. That's not the plan. That's not my plan. Wait, Shadow Master has a plan?
Yeah, you both have some plan that we don't know about. You've got a plan. Shadow Master has a plan. Basically, if no one does what anyone wants, everyone's got a plan.
Well, my plan is the best plan. It also, you'll like this, will require both of you to do nothing. And will require my body to do everything.
Okay. If you still want to make that call, the stone is here.
Okay, I'll take the stone, but I'll be like, hey, okay, just before I make the phone call, how much could Ivan carry? Like, what's the weight limitations to Ivan?
Think about a bat. Can you picture a bat in your head?
Yes, Tyler, I can picture a bat in my head. Continue, please.
Is it like a big strong bat or like a regular bat?
The big strong bat.
Okay, so that's already not Ivan. Ivan is just like a
What?
regular bat. He's just a bat, man. He is capable of flight, meaning he's got to travel pretty light.
But he can turn into a big strong bat.
He cannot.
So can he carry a rock?
Only the things you've ever seen him do. There's no secret Ivan tricks that are going on. He is literally a bat.
But he can turn into other things, right?
Okay, I'm going to put away the stone if we're not
give me the
using
stone.
it.
Come on. All right, I'll call him. Jeez. I'll call him.
Okay.
Well, what do I do? I think at him.
It's the sending stone. You know how to use it. You've used it before.
Oh, the rock of
Sending
talking.
stone.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Melisandre, it's your body.
What do you want?
Oh, hey, it's the Shadow Nemesis here, just taking a ride in the old bud, if you know what I mean.
Yes, you have the body that, as far as I can remember, you've always had. I've only seen it from the outside, through the eyes of Shadow Master, who I have spent all of my life with, and who has spent all of his life with me, which is why we are we. And there is this change, this fragmented memory that suggests there was more. There was more than us. There was an I.
Yeah, can you just put him on the phone for a sec?
Why would we need to put him on this phone as though he was a singular entity?
Well,
We are
Shadow,
we.
listen, he has his own soul. You know that, right? Oh, he didn't tell you that because I know him better than you. So what you can do is just tell him to temporarily take control of your body so I can just give him an old talking to. Listen, there is a way for us to solve this problem without there being any bloodshed. And in order to do that, I got to talk to Shadow Master.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
Ooh, okay.
With advantage.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Ooh, good thing for that. 13.
Meets it, beats it. And you hear a voice over.
Yes, this is Shadow Master.
Oh, buddy, it's me. It's Shadow Nemesis. Remember me, buddy? Do you remember?
We remember some of it. We, Melisandre, except for this strange echo life. We know that it is not who we were, but it is who we are.
Hey, bud, look, listen. I was just kind of briefed by the other fellas. They've been telling me that you're going through a hard time. And look, you know me, I'm a tough dude, right? I'm a bad dude. I don't usually share my feelings. But I think this is an exception. And I guess the old saying is true that you just don't really know what you got until it's gone. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. I love you, baby. And if it's quite all right, I need you, baby. I want to hold you tight. I want you back, Shadow Master, so we can be we. Oh, yeah.
And the mists swirl up around you in this moment. Can you roll me a d6?
Oh, man. If I roll like a 1 to 3, I'm going to like shit my pants as I'm singing or something. I don't know. All right.
Did every once in a while.
Well, time for plan B because I rolled a 2.
We understand. We feel the same as you. We will take control
Oh, sweet.
Watch out, traps have been planned. We will try to pull them back. We do not know what we can do, but we will be one again.
Yes.
We and we.
Yeah, dude.
Shadows united.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, bud.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess it kind of worked out. Here's your rock talker back. So I solved the problem.
Was that an original song I heard you sing, or
yeah.
did you?
Kind of.
Really?
Well, more or less.
Swirl up around you, New Rogue, and give you a pop culture reference related to this song.
Because I'm pretty sure, beat for beat, that seemed a lot like that 10 Things I Hate About You. You know, when Heath Ledger is trying to like hook up with Julia Stiles, then he like sings that song. I'm pretty sure. So that wasn't off the cuff for you, right?
No, I didn't make up the song. I referenced the song. I'm not.
Okay.
People do that. That's not like
Right. This is all new information to me. So
yeah. I just sang a song that made me think of Shadow Master.
Okay. Now that makes. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Nope.
Heath Ledger's character also didn't make up the song in that movie. That's a real song.
Yeah.
Right. So Heath Ledger did what Shadow Nemesis just did in the movie.
I want to say Frankie Valli in the Fourth Season. Is that it? Am I right?
That sounds
And the
right.
mist swirl up around you, New Rogue, and give you another pop culture reference to help you with this scenario.
Okay. So wait, Heath Ledger didn't come up with that song, right?
No,
But
that's right.
Catherine O'Hara did come up with that Deo Banana Boat song, right? In Beetlejuice.
Nope.
As far as I know. Yeah. Oh,
Right, like
no.
in the scene when they're like,
Well, yeah, I know the scene, but that's no.
Really? Because she's like really creative. I just assumed.
She is. She's.
I mean, it makes sense
Wait,
because
you
it's not
too,
doesn't
Shadow?
sound like her voice.
Oh yes. No, well,
And the
I
mist
mean,
swirl up and around you, New Rogue, giving you another pop culture reference.
Okay, but in the end, by Linkin Park. That's
as I'm
all.
aware,
That's all Chester Bennington, right?
That's Chester Bennington and Mike Shinoda, I think. Yeah.
I don't think that's in Beetlejuice. I think they have that jump in the
We're
line.
away from
O'Hara
Beetlejuice. We're not
doesn't
talking
sing
about
that one.
Beetlejuice anymore.
What? Oh.
Catherine O'Hara does
What?
not sing
No.
in the end in Beetlejuice or Home Alone.
Well, no, the football players sing it.
What?
At the end
On
of
the
Beetlejuice,
staircase.
the football
Oh,
players.
I thought you were talking about football players in Home Alone. I didn't remember that part.
There's
And that's
football
when you
players in
all-
Home Alone?
One
I
person
have to
looking
go. I
out
have to leave.
and two
Goodbye.
people looking at the ground. You realize that the path in front of you is filling with mist, creating an easy road for you to travel upon. And as you step onto it, you feel yourself accelerating, walking beyond the speed that you would normally be able to walk at, as fast as if you were riding cockatrices, and then even faster with the mist smoothing your past for you, allowing you to move so speedily. You don't have time to argue. There's no way to get off track. There's no way to find yourself in a dangerous scenario, definitely being attacked by dinosaurs because you make too much noise near the woods and you would fail those stealth checks like nobody's business. Instead, you are zipping straight to those caves, the target of where you wanted to go. And the camera pulls back and pans over to Dell, riding forwards on Rumpleforeskin, and that's when you see the ground beneath you as well, as the mist provides for you and your friends, but you realize that there are two paths for you, Del Borovic.
Uh-huh.
There is a path that branches following the same line as Werner Herzog's blood gem, the guiding dot that is leading you towards the Gravewalker. You know that it will take you towards the final battle, and you can find a position to observe from wherever you want, and you will not be attacked, or you can find the most advantageous point for entering. However, the mist at the same time fills you with the knowledge that a regular ghost cannot possess the living. It requires a blood ghost, meaning your friends cannot, under any circumstances, successfully get Shadow Nemesis back into his body if you do not help. And there is a second path that you can follow to join them at the deep caves. There are no wrong answers. The mist is not requiring a path of you, but the mist has provided you with this choice. Do you study the final battle and send your friends on a fruitless and possibly deadly quest in this realm where the day restarts? Or do you join them to help them? Because it's the only way they'll succeed, even though they are very annoying and sometimes psychopathic.
Got to sit for a moment at the edge of this forked path and pat Rumpleforeskin on the head.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I guess the mists are kind of giving us some ideas, and I realize that without me, the boys can't even make ghost things happen, which I kind of didn't consider.
Yeah, that's kind of complicated, but like, what do you want to do?
It's a great question, isn't it? I really don't want to be with the boys. I also don't want to hang New Rogue and Tyler out to dry if they're walking into a trap that isn't their fault.
So it sounds like maybe you only don't want to be with one boy.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Well, maybe we can help Tyler and New Rogue kill him.
That sounds fun.
Okay.
Do you feel like you could kill him for his own good?
That's kind of what I was thinking. That sounds right?
I'm aware that I am only a blood gem at this moment, but I would like to help you kill Shadow Nemesis.
Well, I feel like we're all aligned then. We know where the final battle is, so we can at least we have a straight path to it next time. So thanks for help with that, Werner. But
yeah, no worries. Happy to help.
Yeah. So let's go try and help murder Shadow Nemesis.
Okay, just to be clear though, when we get there, is the plan to just show up and just murder the shit out of that little psycho, or are we gonna try to like let his plan play out and betray him in his own style at the last minute?
Yeah, no, that second one. I think though I'm really into the whole show up, hellfire, boom. That we should do that another day if it presents itself. But
okay.
But I think let's try and get over there and see if we can scout it out and find another vantage point, and then just get in there when it's dramatically cool.
Yeah, kill him in a moment of weakness.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to go follow this path that's going to help us hide nearby somewhere where they won't see us, and we can stride out at a dramatic moment.
I think that sounds perfect.
And you feel the mist beneath you. Adjust the path to your friends just slightly, just moving you towards the perfect hiding place that you want. And as Rumpleforeskin turns and begins to trot down it, you are feeling yourself move at a blurring, extra fast speed. And you are realizing, as you see, somehow knowing within the mist, your friends striding forwards at inhuman speed, you will arrive slightly before them and be able to position yourself. Do you want to be above the caves? Do you want to stay laterally in the tree line in a place your friends can't see? Or do you want to be inside the caves? What is your preference for your place of wait?
I'm thinking I want to be above the caves. Not inside. I'm not sure where this meeting is going to take place, but I think having an overwatch position of which I can see and strike from is what I'm thinking.
And you blur upwards, racing up this hillish mountain, and behind you hear it, and suddenly Rumpleforeskin can jump like a goat, like a mountain goat, soaring up with Jack Magnum-ish energy, hopping up above all the caves until you find yourself standing in a cave, just overhung slightly. There's a solid back behind you, but you are hidden in shadow, even in this light of the morning that shines down, able to look out over the empty cave entrances, down to the clearing where you know your friends will be appearing. And you see them blur upwards in the mist until they land just within the tree line. Not fully revealed, but you can see them standing there, able to make their move. And you are all here. You are all at the deep caves, and it's time to find out what happens when Melisandre Nemesis faces Medusa Nemesis. Take a quick commercial break right there.
Yay!
Good bit.
New Rogue, Tyler, and Medusa Nemesis. The mist have dropped you at the edge of the trees below the cave entrances you can see above you. You know that there are these 100 or so caves, many of them false, one of them that you have discovered true. What is your plan? What do you do here? You do not see anyone outside of the caves waiting for you. You are here way faster than anyone would have anticipated.
So if I remember the conversation, did Shadow Master take over the body?
That was what Shadow Master told you. He said he was taking over the body and he would try to disable whatever traps he could.
Okay. And okay, so I guess I'll be like, oh, okay, gang, here's the plan. So in order for us to switch bodies, we gotta be ghosts, right? So we gotta like kill each other, basically. So my plan, what? I heard an N sound. What are you talking about here?
That's not correct. That's not how it happened.
What you talking about? If I die, I'll be a ghost, and then when the day resets, I'll just pop into my own body.
No, but your body's occupied. I don't think it's going to work that way. You showed up in Medusa Nemesis' body because you possessed her body, and then the day ended and you died.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I kill my body up there, and then I gotta off myself, and then the switcheroo will happen by itself at the end of the day.
I think the possession is what needs to happen. I think your souls are tethered to your bodies. That's the whole reason you're like this. Otherwise, you would have just zipped back into yours and booted her into hers. That didn't happen. I think this is your body until you possess hers.
But if I'm dead, does not the tether untether itself from the body? Or is it like still, if I die, am I still like in this body?
So Dell's like a warlock.
Whoa,
Wait. Dell's a warlock though now, right? Like she's been learning the way of the lock. So that means that she probably knows some necromancy. That there must be some crossover here. So she might actually know some stuff about possession, and we just haven't asked. Have we thought about that?
We gotta be a ghost anyway, though, right? So we gotta off each other, and then like have Dell put me in the right body. I guess I don't know.
But you keep talking about offing each other. You possessed a live person's body.
Yeah, during a successful negotiation.
Look, here's my plan. So one of two things. There's plan A, plan B. So plan A, I talk to Shadow Master and say, hey, bud, come here. And then he comes down, I turn the stone, smash him up. And then I get a reflective surface to look into. You guys smash me up. We're ghosts. Day resets, we switcheroo into each other's bodies. Or if Melisandre is in charge, I sneak down, and this is just off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that my longbow can shoot up to 600 feet. I will just stay back here, have her come out, boink, shoot an arrow, injure her. Oh, hey, yeah, side note, you know that axe I have is like cursed? Shadow Master and I figured it out. So that causes us to go berserk and kill everybody we see. But if we're hidden, who do I see? The people in the caves. So they go bonkers, then they'll probably die, and then I'll just look into a mirror and then I'll die. So there, boom, and then day reset, I'll be in my original body.
So plans A and B are both different versions of murder-suicide?
Yes, the suicide is the same, you would know.
Why did you bring us here for this then?
Well, I don't have a reflective surface. One of you guys probably had something, right?
Fucking some water. I don't like, what do you...
Shadow Nemesis.
I don't have any water.
Shadow Nemesis, like even like the moral dilemma that Tyler has aside, like I'm still having trouble actually like figuring out what this plan is, because I realize I actually get a lot of information from like eye contact with people when they talk with me, and so this isn't doing it for me. I just hear blah 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 murder suicide. So for that reason, I'm out.
What's the problem? What's the problem here? You guys don't have to do anything. The only thing you got to do is when I'm stoned, you got to like push me over. That's all the plan is.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna cast.
Wait a minute. What's that?
Familiar.
Wait. I know that voice. That voice of like, okay, Shadow Nemesis, go off and play, and then you know something. What aren't you telling me?
It's not gonna work.
But why, Tyler? Why?
Because the conditions aren't the same.
But I was a ghost, Tyler.
I know, buddy. You were a ghost.
Yeah.
You were a ghost made of. You were.
And I could move around and like go to other bodies.
No. You were a ghost made of blood, made of Dell's blood.
Yeah.
So that's already different. Also, you still want the person that you're going to possess to be a dead body, and that's not how I understand possession to work.
But then we both need to be ghosts. So how does that happen?
Why do you both need to be ghosts? Why do you latch on to the idea that you both need to be ghosts?
Because it's a switcheroo.
But why does it have to be a switcheroo? You didn't switcheroo to begin with. You invaded her body, and her soul went who knows where. It didn't matter at the time. It was
during a
you
successful
in an
negotiation.
ambulatory body.
Oh, wait a minute. So if I just go in there, they're going to be like a Medusa, me, Shadow Master, and then like a hallway of personalities. Is that what you're saying?
Was she? Could you hear her in her head when you possessed her? Could you hear Shadow Master? I don't think you could.
Yeah, no, I did. I did hear her. She was like, "Get out of here!" And then I murdered her friends.
I don't think they were her. That's not important. You want to test out your theory? I don't really have a problem with it. We're pretty cavalier about life and death at this point, given how the day works. This feels kind of like a waste of time, but if it's a lesson that you need to learn firsthand, I'm willing to burn a day on it.
Look,
and
listen.
2 months or whatever the fuck it is in real life. Holy shit.
Listen to me. Hold on. Okay.
What?
Maybe being away from Shadow Master is making me a little more
Dumb.
sensitive. No, sensitive. Sensitive, I was saying. Not dumb. God. You're the one we put a bag on my head. That's dumb.
That was a smart idea. We wouldn't have turned it into stone.
Oh, listen, I'm trying to open up here, okay? Jeez. Put a bag on my head. Put a bag in your head. Listen, I'm not done talking yet, okay?
I can tell.
Look.
Rumple, are they? They're okay. So they're at the edge of the woods. They're still just standing there.
I think they're arguing. They've been there for like, I think, honestly, like 10 minutes.
I thought that there was like a plan or something.
Ivan is here. I've been casting Ivan while we do this.
Oh, look, they called Ivan. Hopefully he'll be the voice of reason.
Yeah, wow. We might be waiting here a while.
Oh, yeah, we could be here for hours at the rate they're going. I mean, I think if the mist hadn't brought them here, they might have just killed each other on the road.
Yeah, maybe. All right, I'm going to bust out the tea. We'll just have that while we wait.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Okay, you two.
Camera pans back down to the ongoing debate about the plan.
Okay, listen. Tyler, I know that voice, and I just want to say that I would appreciate your input in the matter because I want this to work. And if you think that's not a good plan I have, then just let me know and I won't be mad about it.
I don't think it's a good plan. I think we need Dell probably for her magic to make you a physical ghost that literally glommed onto someone as blood.
Well,
Dell, you can possess someone without that leg up that Dell was giving you. She empowered you to take up physical space after being just a spirit.
Jeez,
okay, just go for it, man. Like I hold you back all the time. Just do it. Go nuts. I'm letting you off the fucking chain. Get in there and say, look at me as much as you want. Go nuts. I don't.
Well, now you've got me second guessing myself. Maybe we can call Dell and tell her to come back.
I'm already on the sending stone, so.
Oh, I'm
right.
on
You can feel Dell on the sending stone.
Can I get on a talk rock here?
Hey, Dell.
Huh?
Oh, you're there. Hey, Dell. I wanted to apologize for lobbing Jack Magnum at you.
Oh, he says hi. Sending stone over to the goat.
Oh, hey, but you're having a good time? You really like Auntie Dell? Oh, you want to hang out with her more often, huh? Oh, and the bone horse is named Rumpleforeskin. You know that. Rumpleforeskin makes you feel uncomfortable? Why? The name makes you feel uncomfortable. Why? It's based on what? Continue the story. Turn straw into gold. But this is about dicks? Oh, that's gross. Who named him that? You don't know? Okay. I won't bring it up to him. Fine, I won't. Sorry. Jeez. Okay, I miss you too. Hopefully I see
are you guys
soon.
done? Wow.
Sorry, Del. There was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Hey, I'm wondering, Del, you're like a warlock now too. So like, do you know stuff about like necromancy and possession? Because Shadow Nemesis has like a murder-suicide plot thing going on. And we're wondering if you might have a better way of like getting, his soul into his own body and getting the Medusa, whose name I just do not know, into her body.
Right. Yeah, because you need the blood ghost powers for that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'll give you this. If you can manage to move, Shadow Nemesis, I don't know, like 60 feet forward about, and make sure he keeps looking forward. Then I think everybody will get what they're looking for here, and we could move on.
I have to move Shadow Nemesis 60 feet forward?
I think so, about then, as I say, looking over the edge of the cliff towards where they're standing.
What are you trying to map out, Del?
A range of a gun.
Yeah, if he moves about 40 to 60 feet forwards, like he's standing at the beginning of the mouths of the caves, you could peg him one for sure.
Great. Yeah, about that. Just keep moving forward. You're all just standing by the trees.
Okay, so wait. So I move him 60 feet forward, and then your warlock powers will activate and...
Yep, it'll all work out. Yep.
Okay, that's really simple.
There you go.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, cool. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I put an anti-magic collar on Fella, and now...
Fella?
Yeah, Shadow Nemesis, and I don't know how to get it off. I thought I could, but I don't have like a key or nothing. Do you have one?
Oh, wait, is that the necklace that was on Rumpleforeskin?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, that was a dead lady's finger. I don't think we have that anymore.
Oh. So.
But don't worry, this is all gonna work out. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. We'll get you the collar back.
Okay. Thanks, and thanks again for being there for Rumpleforeskin, and I'm sorry again about the phone.
It's all good, New Rogue. See you in a bit.
Okay, wait, can I get on this New Rogue? Wait. Oh!
What? Sorry, she hung up.
Well, I just want to see, like, is my body standing outside the cave? Like, is she nearby? Like, how were you talking to her? Why move 60 feet?
I don't know. I think it has to do with, like, being a warlock or something. She said, like, move 60 feet.
We'll take a quick commercial break right there. Shadow Nemesis, you don't know why, but you've been told specifically to move 60 feet forward.
Okay. I just want to see if my body is standing outside. I want to...
Great, roll me a perception.
Wait, I wanted to talk to Del, because if Del's nearby.
Well, that's different than looking for a body, but okay. You can if you could talk New Rogue into giving you his stone, you could talk to Del.
Okay, New Rogue, quick, give me the stone for a sec. I want to ask Del a question.
You can ask her through me, I guess.
Oh, dude, come on! I
Del
just
says
opened my
she
heart
can
to
help
Tyler.
if Shadow Nemesis walks 60 feet forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to know that my body's there, so that if she's gonna work her magic, just the switcheroo can happen.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hey, Del, sorry to bug you. Are you still there?
Del,
Yeah,
hey.
I'm waiting.
Del, hello.
Yeah, sorry.
Del, it's me. Is my body standing out there?
I'm trying not to look at him in the face, and he's like
my
face
face
to face
is right
with
up
me,
against
so-
his face. It's like,
I'm like
noses are touching.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Del, you can only hear New Rogue.
Okay. What is it?
Oh, sorry. Shadow Nemesis has a question for you, and
No.
Just drop it in my hand, please. Just drop it in my hand.
Just do what I said.
Okay, she says no. She doesn't want to talk with you. Just do what she says.
What? Is she mad at me? What did I do?
I don't know. Well, actually, yeah, a lie. You broke her phone.
I was trying to
she's
show off
probably
my
mad at you.
snakes, and it got damaged, and then a goat broke the phone. Actually,
All right,
That
yeah.
are things that happened, and she's still mad at you. So you're mad. You did those things, and she's mad at you.
right? Okay, so yeah, all right. But let me just maybe I can borrow your. Can I borrow your stone, Tyler? Can I borrow your stone?
I don't have my stone. Rumpleforeskin has my stone.
Ooh, come on, New Road. What do you want?
I'm sorry. I'm. She says she doesn't want to talk with you right now, and so I have to go by that.
Fine. All right.
Okay, now walk
Fine.
60 feet.
Hold on. I'm gonna cause a commotion, and then I'm gonna walk 60 feet.
I mean, I feel like a commotion's been caused, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'm gonna walk 55 feet. And then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Shadow Master, it's me. Come on out, bud."
What are you doing,
I'm
Shadow
calling
Nemesis?
my buddy. I'm calling my buddy because you didn't let me talk to Dell.
But Dell
The Gorgon-
said
This is Plan C.
Del, the Gorgon has walked 55 feet forwards.
Uh-huh.
So it is 5 feet out of range, but you could just move forward 5 feet. That's very possible. Rumpleforeskin has knelt down onto their kind of all of their legs, so you have a level shooting platform.
Great.
And you have Blood Ghost Werner beside you, just helping steady your aim even further.
Yeah.
Do you want to move forward these 5 feet and take your shot?
Yeah, I'm looking to my two compatriots over here. I'm like, it's just, it can't ever be easy. I thought we could wait for a cool moment. We'd be waiting forever. Let's just move a little forward.
Yeah, I think he's kind of allergic to cool, and Rumple just shuffles sideways 5 feet until you're in
Shuffling
position. You draw back the hammer. Is there any particular part of Medusa Nemesis you are aiming for?
We're right at side of head. We got to get rid of those eyes, whatever's going on up there. We're trying to headshot Medusa Nemesis.
Fantastic. And the mist swirls up around you. Can you roll me a d6 as you
Please.
pull the trigger?
Which one? This one. Oh, it's a 4.
Yay!
And with your gun,
I want to turn into a ghost. This helps.
with your forearm resting on Rumpleforeskin, with Werner Herzog helping you take aim, you fire your gun, and the bullet goes true, blasting, I guess, and your aim is true, and the bullet blasts through the head of Medusa Nemesis, shattering it completely,
That's
and
a
a
weird
dead,
spell.
neck-down Gorgon falls to the ground, fully corpsed. This is a dead Gorgon.
Wow.
What? What? That's what happened. He didn't go 60 feet. He did 55 and he died.
I feel better. Do you all feel a little better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I feel all right. Yeah, that was kind of fun. I mean,
Okay.
he deserved it. Now he's a ghost.
Yeah. So then I put my hand out and I cut my hand. Let's see how much. Oh, it's just a little. I'm so good now. I'm so good. It's a little cut, and I summon Shadow Nemesis's ghost.
Shadow Nemesis, you are blasted back to the ghost realm, but soon you are summoned in a whirl of blood, and you find yourself standing next to Dell, who is about 150 feet up the mountain above the caves. You realize she is there with Rumpleforeskin, Werner in blood ghost form, and Jack Magnum the goat.
And I'm a blood ghost.
You are a headless Medusa blood ghost.
Oh, I'm
You
still.
have a squirmy tail.
Oh, but I can talk. Can I talk if I don't have
Yeah.
like a head?
You can talk when you were goo. You can talk now. Yep, you see, everything's normal. You just, when you reach up, there's no head there whatsoever. It's just words burbling out of a neck with two eyes on it.
Oh, okay. So I'm still. Now this raises a question: who do I talk like? Because if I do, I'm still Medusa's body, but
Because
there's no
you are now
tongue.
in ghost form, you are not limited by the physical vocalizations of the Medusa body. You can speak as Shadow Nemesis.
Oh, there we go. Oh my God, I was tired of that tongue. Oh, hey, Del, what a stealth.
It's so nasty. It's so nasty. Okay.
Hi.
All right,
Hi,
fine.
Del.
Go in the cave and do the ghost possession thing. Just go. Shoo.
That was your magic? What was that spell?
Just
I mean,
blow
you
your
could've
head
given me a
off.
Heads up. Blow my head off. Oh, hey, whoa. Oh.
Yeah. Now you're dead and you're a ghost. Go do the thing so we stop wasting time.
Oh, all right. I float in.
Phew.
Okay. Can you roll me a religion?
Ooh. Is that my evil religion?
Correct.
Okay.
The only religion you have.
Right. 12.
And you begin drifting down the face of this mountain, slowly moving towards the cave that you have entered before. But that's when you all see a figure stepping out below from one of the lowest caves, just going, no, hot dog. Oh, I hate when this body does that. No. And you realize it is the body of Shadow Nemesis. Clearly, Melisandre was here and watching, but she has the RoboCop gun to her own head and says, if I can't be in this body, why should I let him take it? We can just go to 0 and repeat the day. We can just go to 0. And you realize she is about to pull the trigger. She is 60 feet from you, Tyler, and you, New Rogue. She is about 140 feet from you, Del, and 130 feet from you, Shadow Nemesis. Can you all roll me initiative? Perhaps a very important initiative to see how this day goes.
6.
14.
19.
18.
14, 19, 18. Okay, due to rolling a 2, all of you will be going before her.
Hey!
6 was New Rogue, correct?
Yes.
14 was Del.
14, yes.
18 was Shadow Nemesis. Tyler, you were 16?
19.
19. Okay, perfect. Tyler, you are the first to act. What do you do?
Let's cast Hold Person.
Yeah! All right.
I'm guessing she's wiser than Shadow Nemesis, so this might be tricky. Because it's her brain stats, not a physical one. That would be Shadow
That's
Nemesis.
true.
Spell save DC is 15. The range is 60 feet, so she's just within my reach.
15. Okay, I just have to go through his rules. Uno momento.
Ooh.
Are there echoes of my intelligence in Shadow Master to make that a disadvantage?
Yeah, are there cheat codes?
If I press A and start, can I just continue from the level I left off on?
Okay, that is a resistance roll of 3. So what does Hold Person do,
gosh.
Tyler?
I think I've used it before, but we haven't really gotten into the physicality of it. But I do think it's a little bit of, and this is a silly reference, but I like it as a base to build on. It's like the Kids in the Hall sketch of the guy who says, like, I'm crushing your head. And he's just kind of like looking at people and pinching his fingers up close. So it looks like he's crushing their heads, except I am holding her like a little doll because she's so far away. I just hold my hand up and grasp her where she's standing, and that keeps her from moving. And as long as I maintain my concentration, and she gets to make wisdom saves at the end of each turn. Give me 1 second. At the end of each of her turns, she gets another wisdom save attempt to break out of the hold. I'm going to say, I don't know what's happening, but if you can hear me, Ghost Nemesis, go for it, I guess. I'm guessing that was Del. And I'm going to run my 30 feet while still like trying to hold her, just like that kind of like force hand out. And I'm going to bonus action, Misty Step with my Hex Blood ability. So I'm spending that to take me another 30 feet. So I am right beside her.
All right.
Okay. So you are engaged.
Yeah.
This figure being within 5 feet. That is your term. Shadow Nemesis. You are a ghost. You are this beheaded body with a spermy tail floating along as a blood ghost. What do you do?
So, am I above where my body is?
You are above. So you are with Dell. You are up above where everything is, above all of the caves at the top of the mountain. You are floating down as you've traveled.
Can I increase the speed of me going down?
That is a great question. Roll me a religion.
Ooh, all right. There's a 16 total.
16. You do increase speed. If you are willing to dash down to move as quickly as possible, I will say you arrive 40 feet from this figure.
All right, and then I'm gonna yell cannonball, and then just like drop on my body.
You still need to travel that last 40 feet. You made a significant move, so that's going to be all of your actions. You're just racing forwards.
Yeah, I tuck my little spermy tail into my chest, and I'm just like falling right towards it.
Incredible. You are doing that. Dell, you are watching the scene unfold. What do you do?
Let's see. So we're 140 feet up?
Yep. If that isn't what I said before, it's now canonically true.
Yeah, that's what I think you said that. Away. That's what I remember.
That's about it.
Let's see. So how much movement does Rumpleforeskin have if I'm still astride?
Ooh. Rumpleforeskin's move is 60. So they can move 60 feet if you climb atop them, which I would give you as a free action. They're already knelt down for you to be a targeting machine.
Yeah, I think the only thing that we can do then is get closer because everything that I have we're too far away to do.
Yep. The option you would have, Rumple rolled worse than you, but better than New Rogue. So if you want to hold action, you'll move further down in the initiative, but you could let Rumple dash down and get you much closer, and then you could take your turn. So
that sounds perfect. I would like to do that. Let's get closer.
You race down the mountain on Rumpleforeskin's back. You are 20 feet from where Tyler and Melisandre, Queen of the Nemesis, are standing. He has clearly got his forced choke hand out, holding her in place. What do you do from 20 feet away? You are astride Rumpleforeskin.
From 20 feet away, I would like to hold my hand out towards Tyler and say, you got this, Tyler. Take care of her. And I'm going to give Tyler Bardic Inspiration with my bonus action.
Oh, thanks.
And then with my... Am I 60 feet from Shadow Nemesis?
So Shadow Nemesis is 40 feet from this figure, so 20 feet from you. Imagine like you sprinted down and actually are beating Ghost Shadow Nemesis.
Perfect. So then I'm going to look over at Shadow Nemesis and say, don't fuck it up. And I'm going to give him guidance. Guiding Whispers, which has a range of 60 feet.
Fabulous.
So that's my main action.
You do have a move if you want to get off of Rumpleforeskin.
No, we're staying up here.
So Dell races down this mountain, passing you, Shadow Nemesis, where you are racing forward, trying to cannonball back towards your own body. Tyler, you are struggling, but magically holding Melisandre perfectly in place, preventing the gun from going off and wasting all of this effort. New Rogue, you find yourself staring at the situation. It's up to you to decide what to do, to decide how you can change, how you can wait this conflict to go in the way you want, and we will find out what you do next episode.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Nithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Dragonfly, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Beef Not Cheese, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Adam, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, Corpse Knight Silver, Adam Mir 101, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.